All right, today I'm going to be working on my Poseidon X again. I'm going to be changing out the chain. This is the chain that I had when I had the 44 and the 1138 on the back. I've been testing out the 11 to 48. This is what came with the bike. And I'm doing this because in 5-6 months, I'm going to be doing another century ride in the oceanside, which is the one I did last year. And I struggled on my road bike with just the 11 to 28 and the 5034. So it was a compact set. So I've been using the 11 to 38, and it's pretty good for, you know, plus or minus 3 to 4 degrees on the slopes there, but it's just not enough. So I tested the 11 to 48 out yesterday with the 44 up front, and it worked out really well. The problem, and I'm going to bring it closer here, is when I shift into that 44, watch the derailleur there. I feel like it's just too much. It's still got a bend on it. I'm worried about the clutch and everything here. So I'm just going to resize the chain, being I'm going to just put a different chain on it. And then I'll keep that chain for the 11 to 38 on the side, and then I'll just swap them out. So I'm going to take the chain off now, and then we'll go through the process of sizing the chain. So I've removed the old chain. I have the new 10-speed chain here. I'm going to just thread the chain through the frame here, make sure I'm fully engaged on the largest cog in the back. Do the same up front. Get it to grab here somewhere. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to back this up. And let's see here. So it is basically in trouble here. Narrow, wide. There we go. It's right about where it needs to be. So we're going to leave this like how it is and then see what happens. All right, so I put the new chain on. We're going to shift up to the highest gear now. And you can see the chain line's better. There's actually more of a dip here. And then what it looked like previously, let me see if I could do this without hurting myself. It was more like this, where these jockey wheels were almost parallel. So now we're sitting right about here. So I feel better about that. And then plus, as this system wears, the chain and the cassette will wear together. And then when I swap back to the 1138, I'll keep that chain with it. And in fact, I've already put them together. So that chain, the link, or the master link, I should say, everything's all here. And then when I want to swap it back, it should be a relatively straight swap. So, yep, pretty easy. Coming along very nicely. I like the ability to be able to just quickly swap out the drivetrain and get a different bike. Long term, I mentioned in the last video, I think I'm going to upgrade to the through axle, and then I'll probably maintain 2 different wheel sets too, just so that I can go a little more off the beaten path. I've been experimenting with very, very light gravel riding in the neighborhood here. There's a walking path over by the pool. So the slicks here are great for the just regular day-to-day on the road, but that little gravel path, it's not really working for these tires. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful. If anybody's having the same type of issue